my sweat.
I was a huge movie fan, but more of a folk singing fan. In fact, I spent most of my youth going to movies, going to B movies, and loving folk music from the time I was 14. No, it was a radio program from San Francisco called Ira Blue. And Ira Blue would come on every Monday to Friday from midnight to 4 a.m. and play great music. And Laney Bruce and Lord Buckley and folk singers, you know. And I loved folk music. I mean, I was really okay with the stuff that was coming in from San Francisco, and I was more than okay. In fact, I felt good about it. I felt included, and I felt excluded from the CBC folks. I always felt as if I was not supposed to be in Canada, that I was living in my own world, but in the US, definitely. I went to school in New York when I was 21, and I felt like I was going home, you know, and then I did theater from like 21 to 31, and I just stopped. Said I didn't want to do this anymore, and I was waiting for what I hoped would be a film industry, but there wasn't one. Then, at age 31, I was, and this leads into your other question about when did I start coming into my own. All right, well, okay, I'll tell you. When I was 31, I was hit by a car. Badly brain damaged, badly. Couldn't walk, talk, see, smell, taste, feel, or hear. I was a vegetable. And I went to this place in Philadelphia, which is, I was told by doctors, they're charlatans, they can't help you. I started and nothing could stop me. I started doing exercises when I was 31. I did them for 3 years here in Toronto, and I needed help to do things like hold, touch, you know, resist me. I needed help from people. Until I didn't anymore, I did everything so fast that I just stopped needing people to help me, or, you know, so I could do it on my own. And I thought, I had this vision, you see, from the floor. I thought to myself, I will go to California. That's what I'll do. I'm getting out of this fucking pop stand. I'm gonna go to California. I'd only been there once before, in 1974. And this was 1980. So I went. I spent from January of 1981 until July of 1999 in California, living in West Hollywood. And only came back because I thought I'm well enough to go back. And it turns out I wasn't. And I've only found that out by spending 10 years here now. And it turns out that it's only now that I am well enough to like fake it or, you know.
Raglan encouraged my body to revolt against me, you know, and it did. Now, I have a small revolution on my hands, and I'm not putting it down very successfully.
I met David here in Toronto. I met him because I had done a TV show called The Trial of Sinyavsky and Daniel, where I played a Russian writer, Yuli Markovich Daniel. And it was me and directed by Ted Kotcheff. And I'll never forget, Kotcheff saw me and he said, "Can I tell you something?" I said, "Sure." He said, "They didn't want you up here. They didn't want me to see you." I said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Well, thank you." And he said, "I'm glad I did." And I went away for 2 weeks, and then he gave me the part. And that was, if you can have a big break in Canada, which maybe you can now, but at that point, I didn't think it was possible. That was my big break. Well, he saw it and called me. I'd been a big fan of his because I'd seen both Stereo and Crimes of the Future on double bill at Yonge and Eglinton, north of Eglinton on the west side of the street. So I knew his work, and he called me. But, you know, I was thrilled that he called me, thrilled. Because I thought to myself, man, you're the only dude that I can work with here. Man.
Wouldn't this look impressive in court?
Hmm?
Do you like it? I do. That's Raglan. That's Psychoplasmics.
He was doing a show for CBC, Christopher Hampton's play. He was doing like the last half of the last act. And so I played Verlaine in Rimbaud and Verlaine two-hander. And I thought, you know, then my accident, I was hit by a car 2 weeks after that. And if you see me in Rapid, you'll see that my building is Man in Hospital. And I'm 31. If you look at my face very carefully, and whenever I've seen it, I look very carefully. I don't expect anyone else to, but yeah, I do. And I look absolutely young and dead. My eyes look dead. Contrast that with both The Brood and Scanners and Naked Lunch, where my eyes are frantic and alive. It's because I was on the program from Philadelphia when I was doing David's films. It started as a friendship. I was part of the Cronenberg Rec Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I loved it. You know, I thought I've done more films than any Cronenberg actor, you know. Well, maybe that's true. And that carried me through for far too long. Carried me through. I'm glad to say it doesn't carry me anymore.
They've all been thrown out of summer free and all therapy suspended. All except for your wife. She's still there.
I remember, even at that point, you know, I remember people clamoring after me and making sure I was okay. And there was a little thing about me thinking, I'm gonna play this. You know, I am really fucking okay. But, you know, let them do for me. Let them, you know. And I wasn't okay. I was not okay, you know. But that attitude has prevailed